First, I would like y'all to introduce Parmesh Shahani. Please welcome Parmesh Shahani, the head of Godrej DEI Lab. Parmesh has put down his camera, right? Okay. Hi, Parmesh. So yes, just a small introduction about Parmesh. So Parmesh is an innovative. The Godrej DEI Lab is an innovative initiative focused on empowering inclusion ecosystems within and beyond Godrej Industries Limited and its associated companies. Parmesh brings a wealth of experience from a diverse career that spans academia, media, and corporate world. He has founded India's first youth expression website, edited prominent fashion and lifestyle magazines, established a media convergence think tank at MIT, and played a pivotal role in reimagining the future of two of India's largest business conglomerate through cultural experiments. Parmesh Shahani is the author of Gay Bombay, Globalization, Love and Belonging in Contemporary India, 2008. It was re-released in 2020. And Queeristan, LGBTQ Inclusion in the Indian Workplace, in 2020, which won the C.K. Prahlad Award for Best Business Book of 2021 and the Ladli Award for Gender Sensitivity for 2021. He serves on the boards of Coach International, Artists Association, and Breakthrough Trust. Parmesh has been a TED Senior Fellow, Yale World's Fellow, World Economic Forum Young Global Leader, and Utrecht University Impact Fellow. So yes, please welcome Parmesh, who is there with us today. Thank you so much for joining, Parmesh. And I see Parmesh most often in the office, with his fashionable appearance, and it very much inspires all of us to have that energy when he works. So yeah. Yes, Parmesh. So over to you. We know you. I feel that you are a DNI tycoon in the entire corporate. I see you in that lens. I see your work, and it's amazing. It's inspiring for many queer folks to get into the line of corporate, to understand their dynamic nature, how they can contribute in a corporate world. While I see you being carrying yourself so dynamically and so vigorously to you make a DNI lab in Godrej, to encourage people to have a dialogue, to spaces, to make spaces more welcoming for persons of different sexualities, of different orientation, of different expression. And you have been that source of strength and the support, at least through your presence. That's how you have brought the change. And so we all want to know what it has been for you, your journey, or what has inspired you to bring that change in your day-to-day work, or maybe starting from your journey as you stepped into from your college life, and then getting into the corporate, or getting into your own the media world, right? So can you just give a glance of how your journey has been as someone from the community, and encouraging others to get into the same line?
So thank you. Actually, a lot of the inspiration is from friends like you, Rochelle, and then when I listen to Nesara share with such vulnerability and openness about their own journey and their own struggle, a lot of my inspiration now is drawn from the incredible LGBTQ individuals, activists, change makers, really emerging all across this country. And in the interest of time, I would urge everyone to read Queeristan as well as the previous book, because the journeys are captured in both of these. What I'd like to share is how we are moving from just commitment in terms of words to action. And I think that is what the need is for organizations, for schools, for colleges, for educational institutions, for I would say state and national governments as well, if people really care about LGBTQIA lives, our dreams, our desires, acknowledging, our incredible past and multiple histories, acknowledging the contribution we've made and acknowledging our potential, then they need to move from lip service to actual commitment and action. So a lot of what Rochelle, the DEI lab you spoke about earlier, our aim, is not just at Godrej, but also at other companies in India. How do we get people to move from intent to action? One bit is by hiring. So we really focus with each of the 6 group companies that we are part of to create more jobs. So in the past few years, we've gone from, say, maybe 5 out LGBTQ to more than 150 out and proud LGBTQ. Needless to say, there are hundreds more who are not out. But I think at Godrej, we have the highest number of out and proud LGBTQ individuals. And I think that's important in the sense that the organization is one in which people feel safe to share their identities. Of course, the same policies and benefits are offered to anyone, whether they're not out or out doesn't matter. But the fact that you can be yourself, you can come as you are, you can express your identity to your colleagues, you can work in without fear of your supervisor judging you differently because of who you are, I think is very, very important. So one dimension of what we are doing is very much, as you've yourself experienced, trying to hire more people from the community. Another is really thinking of the community not just through an HR lens, but through a product and innovation lens. So one of our group companies, Godrej Capital, for example, has a home loan for same-sex partners to take, until marriage is legalized in this country, until LGBTQIA marriage. There are still couples from the community who may want to take a home loan and things like that. So we are really thinking about how we can serve various members of the community with products and services. And the third is advertising, communication, showing queer people in our ads. And the fourth is really linking what we do in terms of a commitment to CSR. So we've been giving money, for example, to Zainab's Cafe, to Abhina's organization, to so many others that are working on LGBTQI and trans inclusion across our country. So the journey I'd like to share is that for anyone who's on this webinar who really is interested and wants to care and wants to commit to improving and helping LGBTQI flourish in our country, I would say really go from intent to action, because your talking is not going to give us jobs or create products for us or help us thrive, but your actions and your real actions will. So Rochelle, that's what I'm focused on at this moment in life. How do I get our own Godrejites, but also others across this country to really do the work? And I'm so happy to be part of initiatives like what you are doing here with Yellow Aura and so many others to really help change mindsets. So thanks for having me here. Very, very happy to be here and happy to answer any questions.
Thank you so much, Parmesh. It was amazing. The major uh, force that you have done, it's from intent to action, that we really have to do things happen. It's not only that we want to write articles, it's not that we only want to publish that we are having a march, but it's what we are strategizing upon and how we are making things happen at the ground level. That's amazing, and that's what I think, as I have experienced in Godrej, it's the similar way that we function there. It's the hiring is the ultimate. We start from the hiring, so we get people. We try to advertise our queer folks, or we try to make the narrative change that anyone can be the CEO. It's not that you have to be in a certain background, or you have to check mark only in a certain background. So it's giving a space. It's making the inclusivity more obvious, making it up to the mark and more evident is what the DEI lab headed by Parmesh is doing. So that's an amazing stand that we are doing, Parmesh. Thank you so much. Yes.